sai sasa tachama kalini sai kama kufanya nafanya kamini stili mimi nasema nani kama ni kujumijuza kajini na wakanyaga kanyasi nani shari manyani bang nabali kali na bang na wanyere na swazi na stack the bag kama glass tunagonganisha sai kama wada tunafuatanisha sai kama msuka tunapagawisha sai kama glass tunagonganisha sai kama wada tunafuatanisha sai kama msuka tunapagawisha sai kama dada utiaji nanka atumaji amatete mrazi mbogina ngota ni hekisai jumboke mevai jupikisai jam kenya shikolai nana nisakita 1 hour on the hottest tracks and kuna sai rupotakika na fita sai nimejipili chapa na sima vila kibonu na chapa kwa tim bali ni fit kijuna jik shukisha kacha safisha sim rega ni team wasara medin me and my team we in it to win shari manyani bang nabali kali na bang na wanyere na swag na stack the bag kama glass tunagonganisha sai kama wada tunafuatanisha sai kama msuka tunapagawisha sai kama glass tunagonganisha sai kama wada tunafuatanisha sai kama msuka tunapagawisha sai You're now listening to the best music.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back, amazing people. Welcome to the reaction time. Of course, it is 22 minutes past 4 p.m. Kenyan time. How are you guys doing? Let me know where you are tuned in from. Shout out to those who are tuned with us on TikTok, on the radio, those who are listening to us on the app. Good afternoon. Let us know where you are tuned in from. How is the weather on your side, and how are you? If you are Kenyan, please send register to Jue Kaukopoa. I will see you. But karibuni, welcome to the reaction time. About to react to a couple of videos over here and there, a little bit of political related videos, fun, entertainment, every sort of video in it. But karibuni, they call me SH the Money Plans. I am your captain every Thursday from 4 to 5:30, or rather from 5 to 6. 10 to tatuona hapa ujue nitakuwa hapa on every Thursday. But karibuni, I am joined by Joby and Kamlesh.
How are you guys? Hope you are doing amazing, having a wonderful Thursday so far. Welcome to our reaction time once again, and of course my name is Joby. Hope you guys enjoy the show.
Yeah, welcome to reaction time.
Where's your voice?
Yesterday.
That's what I was asking you before.
Welcome.
You really yelled, yeah?
welcome to the reaction time, where we are reacting to us reacting to government. Hey, you never know. I might be somewhere just shouting something,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But hey, your mandamam is infectious.
Yeah,
like there's a certain energy to it. Like when you're in the crowd and you're like amongst people and all that, like there's a certain energy to it. And I get why people like operating in mobs or gangs and stuff like that. Like there's a very
adrenaline.
You are aware of your overwhelming force.
Yeah.
You get like you can overwhelm any situation with absolute force. You know.
But how are you, Kamlesh?
I'm great. I'm great.
Yeah. What happened to your voice? Mandamano.
Mandamano.
Alright.
That's what's up.
Alright. Joby, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah? I'm fine, thank you. I can't complain. I'm blessed.
Mnaka
Happy to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Mliamua leo ni...
What do you mean?
What's that?
What is this, Kamlesh?
Oh, swimming.
Rada sana.
Mama.
No, like y'all are really mnatesa. Let's
Asante.
end it at that.
Asante, don't go into
Let-
detail.
let-
Ndani ya jackets.
Ndani ya majako.
cold.
Literally, yeah, we are all in like long jackets today. It's a very cold
really
morning.
cold.
Yeah, really,
But
really
look,
cold.
you
It
know,
was
that
raining in
trench
the
coat.
morning.
Yeah, that's why I
Crazy.
wore this.
Yeah, I've
Oops.
never seen you in like until
Okay.
Oops.
yeah, crazy. But how are you guys managing after yesterday? Starting from Joby, how was it for you yesterday?
Man, I was having a headache by the time I was getting out of here. You know, that's why I always say, man, I can't literally try to imagine countries like Sudan, Congo, Nigeria, countries too. And there's always shootings every
Yeah,
time how they
war.
live. Me, just your kidogo, being honest, especially because after you left, it got super worse. Like sasa zilikuwa zikifuatana.
Yeah.
Like me, it really got a serious
Nilikuwa hapa
headache.
yani.
So you were
I
working?
got a really serious headache.
Yeah.
So I just had told Kid, nah, I can't manage. I just want to go home. Because huko stazisikia, hata kama zitaendelea, in my house I won't be able to hear them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mi silikuwa kwangu, like
Yeah.
really, you forget like I live around Kware.
Yeah,
So,
Kware
yeah,
too.
so Kware was crazy. They killed like 2 people yesterday. There was one who was trying to loot at Clean Shelf. He was shot.
Dead.
Yeah, shot dead on the spot. And some were shot in the hands. They were coming actually mpaka kwa residential homes, like
Kuiba.
literally. No, the cops now at night. I was having a conversation with my duty guy in the morning and asking him what was really happening, because me I just got home, but the shootings were back and forth. Ta, 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 ta.
Yeah.
Mingi, yani ulikuwa unazisikia like unadhani wako nje ya kwako. So if you can see, uzuri naishi na ndani, so you can't actually see them, but you can hear the gunshots everywhere. So I was asking my duty guy what was really happening, and he was like, the gunshots later in the night, people were overpowered the police, so they were trying to get to Nyoto police station inside.
Dang.
And that's why now the police wakaona watu ni wengi na wataingia na of course what are they going to do, kuwachoma huko ndani and stuff like that. So that's why they were trying to protect the police station and stuff like that, and a lot of people got injured at night. Yeah, literally. So in Rongai it was nasty. It
Yeah,
was nasty.
Thika-
Mostly at night it was really crazy.
Thika Road was nasty usiku as well. I think there's a video doing rounds online of this guy with a shield
Yeah,
doing a Captain America
I
stance.
saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so there was this guy mbele ya whatever about to be assaulted, alikuja akanyusi na akashield hapo and like yo maji inagonga tu hapo na
Oh,
amesimama.
damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw him. He
Yeah.
was like Captain America
Yeah,
at night.
Captain America at
Crazy.
night, Thika
Yeah.
Road.
Yeah.
Because you know Thika Road was crazy yesterday.
Yeah.
Thika Road was crazy.
They walked. I mean, there's nothing impossible.
Like all soaps kuendelea.
Roysambu.
Roysa.
They
crazy.
walked to town. It was like, that was just
I'm saying the crazy part is how people woke up today and businesses have just been opened. Everyone is minding their business like nothing happened. But also the
Unless your
saddest
business
part,
was sold.
yeah, that's the saddest part too. Because I've seen videos of how literally some shops were looted. Like it's really crazy. Like when I imagine to say utaanzia wapi, probably that's your only source of income.
I know.
You know, I'm probably put umeandikwa job.
ama umesave pesa kwanza hiyo biashara and then mtu akuje and probably ulikuwa nani
like-
wao kwa maandamano, unajua
Like what
It is
one
sad.
neighbors say, it's almost a month. People are supposed to be paid, right?
Nikwambie kwa nini sihurumi Naivas?
Huh?
Naivas has
insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a call for, if there was ever a perfect ad for insurance companies, you can say it on social media, okay? Create.
Watu wa Naivas, imagine small businesses now, the
Sasa
phone shops,
wataown, ndio sasa.
wakoja.
No, but there is a market there if insurance companies have whatever. Like create an insurance cover for
But
small
it's already
businesses.
happened already.
No. Like something
From now.
affordable, okay? Yeah, from now. Like this is, you see, you identify markets by need, not by like at your thinking about it. I think we should no. See what's needed in the market, provide that.
Yeah.
If there's this lady who said she'd invested 2.5 million of like her money into that shop over time. It was like her entire life.
I know, like
Okay,
and it was
imagine, it's
empty.
crazy and sad.
Now you're imagining if she can do that, probably she can also pay like a couple thousand shillings on a monthly basis to have insurance.
Insurance is really
You get?
important.
So
I agree.
we need to encourage
But
that
mimi
culture
nime-
in business.
But imagine Kamlesh, mimi nimefanyia insurance company and kuna hadi insurance ya small business. You just have to go and work with them. You know, I feel like watu wakiona insurance they don't want. I feel like ni culture yenye most of the time people insure, nimeona ni health in Kenya, health sana cars and education and houses. Mostly businesses yoni wakiwa na hiyo haraka ya kwenda cause it's there. The nini is there, the insurance policies are there for even small business people. But ukiendea mtu wa biashara yeye anataka za leo ama pesa anapata ni kidogo, ako like sasa msangapi nitapeana ya insurance, ama they're not well educated enough to understand that this is going to be for a good cause. Some people won't understand till something like this happens or something bad happens to them. Because I have a friend of mine, shout out to G ni mlevi. Alright, and G amekuwa ever since I've known him ameharibu gari 4 through levy. And all the time it doesn't take long, he gets a new car. He gets a new car. Someone is like, kwani G akona pesa aje? Yes, but unaweza dhani like hizi pesa anatoa wapi? And then one time I just asked, but in Jersey too, he gets accident, it's crashed ile beyond repair. After a few months he gets another car. So he actually just tells me it's the insurance company who does everything, and he gets a new car. And it's easy if you do that, if you understand the importance, because anything can happen. That's how watu watao. And I don't know if you guys have worked at Quickmart. It's crazy. When you got nafanya show jana, kumbe they were trying to get into Quickmart. Wamevunja the windows and stuff. I think they were trying. That's why the police car was here. Zimevunjwa sana, the glasses.
Yeah, the gunshots got really loud here. Like
they were trying to get at Quickmart because unaona madirisha and everything, my glasses are outside and stuff like that. Today they even woke up, they even opened the supermarket so late, not as usual venye tunapatanga wamefungua asubuhi. So it's been like really crazy. On my way home also, hadi ma wines and spirits, lakini kuare wines ndogo hivi imevunja. Like hawa tu ni walevi walikuwa ndio kuingia wachukue pombe. Nani kashop kadogo hivi kwa kona tu. Uko like this person, this is not somebody who has a lot of money. Huni mse mwenye ameona tu akasave pesa yake kidogo akafungua ka wine and spirit yake ndio aweze kusurvive, mwingine anakuja kuiba ama kuchukua. It is just super sad. I feel like that was the worst thing that happened yesterday. A lot of people like taking advantage of the situations. Goons also. I don't know, but I feel like also some of them were not goons. Some of them were just people who were rioting with people. I don't know your thought about that.
That's true, because ukiangalia watu goons, number one, from the Eldoret picture, we saw goons had the same weapons. The Tuesday so-called paid goons by Sakaja, allegedly, you know, that the same weapons to walikuwa nazo, the same bow, same color. Ukiangalia in, I think ilikuwa sijui, in Kitengela or somewhere, there was somewhere where some goons were throwing, you know, mawe kwa nyumba za watu.
Kitengela was crazy.
So we had goons, of course they were paid goons, but also there's just some angry, poor people, I don't know, desperate, just watu wako ready to loot, take advantage of the situation. Exactly. Because if you look at actually even most of the videos that have been released, the CCTV footages of the shops zenye zimekuwa looted in town, ulikuwa unapata watu wengine wanaingia kwa sababu kuna wenye wanaingia. Hata probably kuna mwenye akwa na agenda ya kuiba, but because you see this crowd is moving somewhere and there are no cops around, you take what you can. So I'm just like, alikuwa naiba wakienda home ama alikuwa anaenda razeka mahali.
Because walikuwa anaenda kuzafsina.
That is something I was asking myself.
Nimeona dem fulani amekam kusema, amesema di nduthi namba alipiga picha. Ilikuwa inabeba ikirudi inaregesha. So he tried to confront them, karibu wampige. They even took sijui wakamsnatch sijui nini, but she managed to take the number plates. Nimeiona kwa stories za maybe Wanjiku, Stevens, Pahali, and it was like this is the same dude that was transferring, inarudi inachukua, nikao alikuwa najua places wanaenda kustore.
Yeah, because I was like, how anachukua kienda
inarudi inachukua, na anasema walirudi mara mingi. Alirudi mara mingi kubeba na kubeba, and that was
so crazy and so sad. So the people were just taking advantage of the situation and just looting shops. It's so crazy, but this is because of lack of employment too. Because if you are all, again, this I always say, like, si kila mtu ana move na the same wave. The people are just moving with the wave. Okay, I don't know if it makes sense. They're not really there to fight for what people are really fighting for. They're who are just there because they're idle. Number one, there's no employment. Hakuna kitu mnafanya, like twende tu na plus unajua hapa kwa hii mbogi ya kukusangi wezi. I'll take advantage of what I can, even if it's a phone, even if it's a handbag. Kwa hiyo handbag huwezi kosa kitu. Because nowadays that's what they are doing nowadays. Like I saw a video of some women explaining how in Gikomba squeezy wanakata hadi handbags. You know, if they can't snatch it,
Yeah,
you know, they wanajua za kusnatch ile sling inaweza toka. You know, kuna ile watakata hivi, they have wembes wanakata na wachukua simu. Especially if it's trackable where your phone inaonekana tu hivi. So it's literally just going back to the system of which has created this mindset of number one, there is no employment, and because of there's no employment in this situation, najua tu I can steal. You don't care who goes on a loss. We saw mzai fulani alipigwa mpaka niko like I was just thinking vijana tawafikiri baba zao. You know, that is literally lack of employment, how bad it is. You don't even think about where respect of age used to exist kitambo. Wezi bia mzee, ruibe kijana ama sijui mama lakini usimuumize. Nowadays it's super bad. They don't care. There's stabbing, there's raping. It's even worse, especially with women. Raped, unaibiwa, then unauliwa.
Talking about that rape, have you guys come across the story of the woman that was imagine ametoka maandamano, amepigwa, amekula tear gas, heading home and then raped. And then that guy goes and posts on social media and tweets about it. It's sad. Like, what are we fighting for? That is where now the problem comes in. And sometimes I actually say, sikubalianangi na watu kama Karen Nyamu. Unaget? But alienda akasema, what are you really guys fighting for? Because if we were fighting for one thing, where now the people wenye wanalia sahi na walikuwa na sisi kwa hizo maandamano, watu wa biashara. Umefunga biashara yako, umeenda Thika Road, unaishi Thika Road. Umejoin watu kwa maandamano, kesho asubuhi na biashara. Na ni the same people you had. Umerep msichana wa mtu. Like, what are we really what were we really fighting for? Because things just got crazy later. People were killing, people were looting, people got wild, and it is just so sad.
So personally, I will start with this. Yesterday was not supposed to be a fight. Yesterday was supposed to be commemoration. Okay? It was not about confrontation with the police. We were remembering the 60
people who died.
that died. Okay? But we have a regime whose EQ is worse than a toddler's.
EQ?
Yes.
Not even IQ.
They don't have any emotional intelligence. They could have handled this so much better, but they decided to use the stick instead of the carrot. So, did people get hurt? Yes. And I saw this quote that said, if you judge us by the actions of the worst protesters, but you do not judge the police. No, let me get you the quote. It was actually a really beautiful.
Yeah.
But basically, it's like you can't judge our actions by the actions, the few bad people that are doing bad. You can't put that on us. The same way, we can't put a few murderous cops on the entire police force. And anybody that says that this is not an organized group of people that are usually sent to shoot in these chaos, those cops, I believe there's a squad somewhere, sawa, yenye hao ndio wana infiltrate hadi wanaekwa kwa hizo vitu waende kufanya hizo vitu. Because the other day there was the report that came out and said that on the other mandamanos about Ojwang, the plan was to stab a few women.
To scare them.
No, society will be scared once women are getting hurt. You get? Because there's a difference in reaction when I get stabbed and you get stabbed.
Yeah.
Society will react differently. So when the goons were in town with the city hall goons, walikuwa nasema the plan was to stab a few women ndio watu waogope kutokea maandamano. Watu ikuwe reported. So if you can have Yeah, imagine that. Kuibia, kustab a few, nini, kuumiza watu, especially wa mama. That's what they say. And if you can have people that are in power in planning such tactics, okay? And then once you, because it's always divide and conquer.
Yeah.
It's the same narrative they've been driving for a long time. So and they will always start making you question why you did what you did. So when she asked, what were you trying to achieve? What do you mean, what was I trying to achieve? I was trying to commemorate a very important part of Kenyan history. You, the government and the police, took that as an active threat and decided to come out not to protect us protesters and the businesses, but to fight us.
But also, Kamlesh, as much as that was an issue, I still have a perspective of there are people who, if you could have had in Rongai,
there's always bad eggs.
There were people who were provoking the police also. If you'd have had walikuwa like tupeni your tear gas, fanya nini, unajua, just like I feel like there are people who also enjoy that back and forth with the police.
Of
Unajua,
course.
because come to think about it, wakasema like Mombasa, walikuwa wanasema Mombasa ibambi juu wako na peaceful.
Shout out to
demonstration.
Mombasa and
Unajua?
Homa Bay. And
Homa Bay is a lie. My mom's lives there.
Yeah, was
Hakukuwa
there
na
violence?
maandamano.
Yeah, no.
There was nada.
No, see, what I'm saying is Homa Bay County came out and
That's cap.
and see, let me finish. Hata sijasema, you already said it's cap. Like there was apparently it was peaceful.
Like peaceful. There was no maandamano.
In Mombasa they praised the whatevers for peaceful demonstrations, and I feel like, and this is something that is not discussed enough in my opinion. Yes, we have goons. Okay? We have looters.
Yeah.
We have people trying to take advantage of the situation. That applies everywhere.
Exactly.
Okay? But what role does the police force play in creating this chaotic sequence of events? Okay, because if they came out and didn't harm anyone, didn't shoot tear gas, as a police officer, you should be trained not to get triggered by some people shouting certain things at you. I don't know you. You don't know me. If I insult you, it has no effect. Mimi komboka. At 5:30 naenda clock out, nitoe uniform. Probably kayo maandamano ni peaceful inaendelea. Niingililia hapo hivyo hata mimi niandamane sababu kamshahara kangu ni kadogo, ndio maana mimi kuitisha 50. You get what I mean? But there is a very bad crop. But what is not talked about enough is the role that these people play. Because they create the chaotic situations that these people take advantage of. And my question is it organized theft? Because yesterday there was videos of the police also looting Naivas.
Yeah, they always say that they were taking them to safety.
What safety? Si ungelinda wasiingie.
Ungesimama hapo mbele, si ndio?
You get?
And also I've seen like latest news and updates right now at OTC Quickmart.
What is the goal, and is it a coordinated sequence of events? Is it a choreographed dance where between the goons and the thugs and the whatevers and the police know of course venye watakulia hapo hivyo wase wakisha si lazima hizi vitu zisonge zinasonga aje, mbona unafungua duka leo electronics na kuanga you get? So there is a sequence of events that they play a very critical role in, and they create this sequence of events so that they can gain something. Because hiyo senke probably itapatikana ni senke flani ilikuwa impounded or some stuff like that, ilikuwa kwa police station, hiyo number plate for 15 years. You get?
Probably they used them.
It's like the other time when they burnt the 2 cars. And when people researched, moja sijui ni ya lori, ingine sijui ni ya gari fulani yenye iliacha kufanya kazi sijui lini, ilikuwa imeregistriwa to which sako na ni ya Nissan. Na lakini tu gari fulani tuwili tu Z, na wanasema ati wamechoma gari. And the number plates are not for those cars. Like there is a very interesting manipulation that is ongoing here,
Yeah.
where people are tarnishing a very very vital part of participation in democracy. Where if and it's on my status, where our beloved president says, okay,
Shout out to him.
if he himself says, if
People cannot.
the government does not abide by the law, the people have no business obeying the law. Okay? So, question is,
What is happening right now?
why are you shooting us if we have no mandate
To obey.
to obey?
Exactly.
He was part of that.
Alikuwa
Alikuwa
anaendelea.
hapo bado politician young. You know, it's just super crazy what is happening in the 254. Just like I was telling you, I've
You
seen
saw that guy
another-
that was doing push-ups kwa rodi wakiwa maandamano.
Nimeona huyo.
Like,
I've seen bodies are being removed at Quickmart. Have you seen that?
Bodies?
Right now, a lot of bodies at Quickmart OTC. That is what is happening right now in town. If you guys have met any vlog posting, mbona tu wako stranded hapo OTC Quickmart, it's
Yeah.
because a lot of people ni kama wako wengi, maybe they were killed there, or they hapo nilikuwa dumping site, walikuwa nauliwa alafu wanakuja kudampiwa hapo. So it's not even 11 people, because from the comment section this allegedly mtu anauliza what is happening at OTC town.
Yeah.
And somebody saying dead bodies have been found, somebody saying eti mili huku ndani mpaka imeanza kunuka, and Murkomen was there earlier. And somebody saying thieves from yesterday who tried robbing got killed. Mwingine anasema au siwezi. Mwingine anasema kuna watu wamekufa hapo Quickmart na wanatolewa nje wengi sana, a lot of bodies. Sema kuna watu wamekufia hapo ndani, still not sure kama ni wezi ama ni watu waliuliwa mahali wakadampiwa hapo, still waiting wafungue tujue. So that is what is happening. Lots of
Quickmart
dead.
inside?
Yeah, inside the supermarket at OTC Quickmart. It's crazy. So
What's
maybe
that?
that was the dumping site. Walikuwa nauliwa, watu wengi kuliwa wakiona wamekushoot. When people were running also at night, that might be what they were doing
So could be
literally in
Quickmart
town.
working with the cops?
No, maybe they were taking advantage of the situation. Hakukuwa na watu
was the
tao
Quickmart
Joby.
robbed?
I think it was robbed.
Oh, it was
It
robbed.
was
Ya
robbed.
OTC wanga inakulwa kila
Eh,
time. Hata
it was
the other
robbed.
maandamanos last year.
It was
ilikulwa
robbed.
mapema ndio best.
So unaona ni place unaweza ingia, it was also walikuwa na ndio waseme au watu walikuwa but wezi wanafanya nini ndani, unawashoot wote.
And bodies rotten.
And a lot of, and wanasema Murkomen was there.
From yesterday already a body can be.
Why do I feel those bodies isn't
It
police
doesn't
work,
come.
but the goons and thugs from yesterday? Ninasema anyone kwa ground please update. Dead bodies na polisi hawataki raia hapo. Tumefunga kazi, the attention iko huko, tear gas tumekula, and that's right now in town, like literally. So that is what is happening. People have been found dumped, a lot of numbers of people at Quickmart. That was what was happening
Ndio
yesterday.
maana walizima TV.
Yeah. Na ndo kwa maana walikuwa na ngoja, because I've seen some people were also saying polisi pia walikuwa kuna different orders. Hii kuvutana na watu walikuwa wanataka kuvutana na nyinde, ikifika usiku they change. Now,
Of course.
yeah, before you go home at 7, mvutane tunawe ikifika magizani. Order ilishapeanwa kitambo. So that's what they were
Sasa
doing
ndio
yesterday.
wanaonyurisha.
Sasa that is, even you could have seen from what was happening yesterday in Rongai. Because immediately
changed
darkness
immediately at 6:30.
at 6:30, then now to back and back mpaka around 10 in the night. It was just gunshots and gunshots and gunshots. And you can see from the videos, so walikuwa nakuja hadi kwa residential homes. So imagine when sasa maybe
Sasa anakuja kwangu kufanya.
si wanakuja like unaona, because maybe nilikuwa naona tuseme, I think
Wanakuja kuingia kwangu.
wengine ulikuwa na mtoto mwenye alishutiwa kwa mwingine alishutiwa akiwa kwa balcony yao. Where was that? The kid that was shot at their balcony.
Mlolongo, that happened in
That was
Mlolongo.
in Mlolongo, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people walikuwa nakuja, like for example kama ni njia, si ndio? Si kuna bado manyumba karibu na hapo kwa barabara. Wanaingia. And they were like just shooting on the roads and stuff like that. Na kama mlikuwa mnaenda mnakimbizana na wao, hapo ndio wanashoot. There is also this shop hapa hivi at Naivas. The reason as to why people were trying to get into also this Naivas, and there were a lot of police officers, is that people were overpowered also. And then the police were overpowered. So wakaenda wakajificha. I think there's a club, nimeambiwa there's a club nyuma ya Naivas. So that
club.
Yeah, so your club ndio mapolisi walikuwa wamejificha. So when people found out, they were really really mad. And I wonder how watu walikuwa naficha polisi. Come to you unaweza ficha polisi lakini huwezi ficha Mkenya mwenzako. It is sad because we are talking even about places like churches, places like CITAM, who actually denied people access, but they were protecting the police. Videos have actually arose where a police officer was being hidden by security guards. Now, don't forget, a security guard was shot. So
government, its own.
Why is it that people, I also have a problem with people. Mbona watu wako na haraka kusaidia polisi, lakini Mkenya mwenzaka akikuja msaidie. Hiyo si chuki ya ukweli.
If you're helping a cop, you just stupid, you know.
Because utafungulia nyumba yako umsaidie. Lakini tuseme mimi nimekuja, mnifungulia kinauliwa, hamtafungua.
Let me ask this question, yeah. So are we currently as a country disassociating with the police force?
Of course.
Yeah,
we are. We have been Kitambo, we have been doing it.
Do you believe they're good police officers?
They are, but not many.
Yeah. Okay.
And whether good or not, they still obey the order.
Some get fired from not obeying.
Let's see you get fired.
Usote ndio tujue ni nzuri.
Unajua the reason why people are like this, Kamlesh, is because of the rigorous how do we say, experiments that people have had with the police.
With the police.
Exactly. So people are
the
mad.
The experience is not nice.
It's not nice. So to say, for example,
you see the guy that met his mom, Jana, mamake ni police.
Hello, I didn't see the video.
Oh, there's a video of this guy akiwa maandamano. No, like he was like Adi anapiga selfie na mamake.
Yeah, he saw the mom was happy.
Yeah. Like
but that was not in Nairobi.
Yeah, but what does this? Let's assume it's in Kanai.
Yeah.
Baba yako ni polisi. Wewe unaandamana.
Exactly.
Sawa. Mpatane kwa street.
It's gonna be bad.
Alafu maybe ushutiwe.
Hujashutiwa. Let's not make it bad. Nothing even bad happens.
Yeah.
Lakini ni ile.
It shows you that the police also don't want to be there. It's the uniform that keeps them there.
Exactly. Mnapatana. Wewe ulikuwa hapo hivyo, ulikuwa mpige mawe.
Hadi
unaangalia. Mnaangaliana tu.
Ni ile masaa. Unajua hadi anajua, unadhani akujua unaenda maandamano.
Alijua like nile mnaangaliana ile like nilikuwa ni kuingia muda nitia gas nilikuwa ni kupige.
But think about it. I feel like it's the police, whatever. It's the uniform.
So is it the uniform or the person behind it?
It's the uniform. The uniform has power.
Yeah.
I feel like that uniform has power because deep down ukiongea nao makarao wako na watoi, si ndio?
Yeah.
Watoi wao hatakuwa mapolisi. How many people say unasikia nani yule baba alisema babake alikuwa polisi na sasa anapigania watu? Eriko Mondi babake alikuwa karao. Unavyochachisha sai, and even if it might be fake. How many people have come from a family of police officers and they are not cops? A lot of people. Yeah. So let's say these cops, they have grandchildren, they have kids who are not cops, they have all that. At the end of the day, they're humane. Unaget. But kuvayo nguo tu akishavai turns into something else. It's like a different personality. You are going to fight for the country. You are going to protect it. Remember, you took an oath. And you can't go behind.
Hawana nguvu lakini. Unaona mwenye alichapwa kwa barabara.
Unaona
mwingine ameenda kushuta kaanguka.
It was crazy. The videos are nuts.
Au kicheki mwenye alikuwa na hepa. Akitolewa mbio. Achaje lakini wa Kenya.
I know. Kenyans are nuts.
Ushiona venye msee anakimbia alafu wengine nyuma tu wana game. Wana game. Msee alipigwa teke ya mgongo. Sasa alianguka. Alitandikiwa hapo, alianguka.
Hapa kuna mwenye alichapwa.
Alianguka hivi hiyo helmet imepigwa teke imetoka. Na mwenye anapiga hiyo helmet teke hata ana kiatu nini? Yetu unaweza pata amevaa Crocs. Amemtandika.
And then I think also people walijua hawana a lot of what happened yesterday. I was trying to, what really happened? Ama they instilled fear in people na walikuwa wamedhani watu watatokea wengi. Because all of them everywhere were outnumbered. Even in town, they were outnumbered. If people manage to enter hadi kwa State House Road,
acha nikwambie.
They were out in Rongai, they were outnumbered. Hadi watu wa Kiambu Road. If you see watu wa Kiambu Road wametokea, ni kubaya.
Acha nikwambie kitu. And that is the trick. So, the trick is not
Any numbers.
exactly.
Literally, I
So
agree.
the trick is not at you to have maandamano in town. The trick is to have maandamano everywhere. Everywhere. Unapata kila police station hata yazienda kusaidia mwenzao.
Wako busy.
Wako hapo kwao. Hapo
Exactly.
wameshindwa hata wanatoka aje nje. Sawa, hapo imefika point yenyewe wako nje hawaizi rudi police station sababu ilishachukuliwa na wananchi.
Next year tena
Sawa.
hivyo.
And that's the trick.
Yeah.
The trick is overwhelmingly large numbers. Uliona hiyo Mbogi ilikuwa inateremka Thika
I saw
Road.
it.
Mbogi like wow. Sije hata Ruto ajai lipo watu wengi watokee rally.
So it is. Oh my God, you're dying running.
Hata Raila.
Ajai lipo watu wengi watokee
I don't
rally.
know.
Hata Raila.
Unajua hiyo lipo watu.
I know
Like,
that.
did you see what happened? Was it in Meru? When aliachwa akijiongelesha?
Yeah, I saw people walking out.
Ruto.
Yeah. Aliachwa na hiyo Mbogi yake tu hapo hivyo. Kila mtu alimwacha tu.
Vile inafaa.
And nobody's just ready for that bullshit anymore. I feel like people are just tired, and they just like harassed a lot of people. Yesterday was just crazy.
So let's see what happens with this story about the bodies at OTC.
Yeah, I've seen. I think it's Murkomen who was addressed, if I'm not wrong. Let me just.
That he's been arrested.
Addressed the issue because what anasema eti amekuwa hapo tu sahi. Amekuwa hapo.
He should be arrested. Interesting.
Amekuwa hapo tu sahi. Let me see if I can get the one of the vlogs just posted him. See ipata right now. But of course, those are some. Which one was the highlight for you guys yesterday? Which was your highlight of the year of the maandamano?
I think the target was the police yesterday. That was the focus of the people. The target was the police. You could just see. Number one, there was a female police who was attacked. So bad.
Mimi hadi sikumhurumia.
No, police
real?
jana walionjwa. Jana everywhere walionjwa.
Trust me, ingekuwa tu ni mtu mwingine different.
True, but
Sikumhurumia.
Acha nikuulize swali.
Because when you want to view kwa hiyo
Uliza ya
uniform.
wasona Kararo ziniambishe.
Unafikiri hata kurumia?
Kwanza ukipata female and a female.
Anakukanyaga.
Yeah, that's true.
It gets bad.
Anakukanyaga.
Mimi nakumbuka one time my mom used to have like a retail shop. Na our next shop ilikuwa ya Karau the Mother. Alikuwa na hoteli. So she used to come and pick stuff at our, because walikuwa shagain hiyo relationship. Clients wake wakazi wake nakuja kuchukua vitu kwa shop yetu, and then my mom writes them down, right? So imefika time ya kulipa, akakata. Kulikuwa na vita store. My mom and a police officer wameshikana hivi. And I remember it really went really super crazy and bad. So Mrs. Urumia, I've seen how they can get, how they are very
misuse power.
They misuse power. Kwanza enda tu when female. Unakumbuka the day I was being walinikujia hapa. Niliambiwa nitoe nguo yenye nilikuwa nimevaa. Juu nikiona na female officer tu nimevaa, there's some jealousy that just comes. Watakuja kuambia, "Wewe ni nani?" Wao ndio taribu vitu. But ikifika it's a male officer utapata na kupeleka pole. Mostly when it comes to women. But when
they
it comes
still
to
want
another
your
man,
number.
Yeah, they still want your number at the end of the day, but they'll handle you differently compared to a female officer and a female person.
Unajua lakini ubani sisi wanaume hatuwezi, mimi siwezi. Kuna wengine, unajua kuna
Kwanza nasikianga wa traffic usishikwe na female officer.
Oh yeah.
Wanakuanga wabaya. Wabaya for days.
Na wakulangi pesa ndogo.
Yeah.
Guy.
Literally. So me
Ushitafuta 15 haraka.
So me, that's why I'm always saying,
na hiyo ilikuwa the last outfit. I hope we
kama goons. Unafanya wanatuviwa kituona kila mtu ni goon kwa street. Hata sisi akivaa hiyo uniform, yeye pia ni enemy.
Ni goon.
Be it akue mama, mtoto na 20. I don't care when you police. The guy who shot the guy, or the dread killer who shot, alikuwa nakaje? Very young guy. Akaya hadi mzee. Ukimwona TikTok zake, hata jafika 30.
My yesterday's highlight ni ile maliruka parliament.
Na nimempata TikTok.
Nadi nimemwona.
Na imagine ilikuwa ukweli. It's not AI.
Aliruka aje?
I don't know how she did it.
Ile Olympic bila kuruka hivi na mtu anajua.
Akaingia ndani.
Mbona
sijaona?
Na ni check. Hiyo ni highlight. Unaona hiyo picha aje? And she's checked by the way.
Hebu nitumie
everybody has posted that one.
Cheki. Na huyo dem by the end of Olympics.
And she's checked by the way. Mkale.
Check Olympics.
So it was really, that was,
imagine
there was imagine that there was also one nakushutiwa.
My highlight was huyo karao tikarudi mwenye ninyo teketatu akadive ndani ya Buddha.
Yeah.
Cheki.
That was also one for the book.
Umse alimwambia si ni 1-on-1.
Buddha. And that's I'm telling you, I said it's really wanaendanga training gani lakini.
Alikam through hivi akifikiria ati kijana ana. Alafu muone ile ingine pia ya Rungai. Ora farming ba. Polisi yako hapo na gani yake. Kuna kijana tu amevaa ya Juventus. Anamwangalia tu hivi. Anaenda pale hivyo. Kuna mwingine alikimbia hivi akaenda akasimama pale. Anawapointia gani? Wote wanamwangalia tu. Anakuja hapo hivyo anakuja na ukijana anamwangalia tu hivi. Unataka kufanya nini?
I don't know how they knew. I don't know how they knew, but my duty guy was telling me eti kuna venye watu wanasoma wanajua wanawapeleka mbio ndio mtumie hizo bullets. Alafu wakishaona zimeanza kuisha. So so wakiona sasa wanawapeleka mbio waone wakiona tu zimeisha, they know how to read. I don't know how they know. Sema sasa zimeisha tu waende. Unaona wanaanza kukimbia. My highlight was also the ones when walikuwa nda kuaras wale those two guys and then watu wakakuja wengi. So the way they were overpowered wakaanza kukimbia.
That was pia kuna ile video ile mbogi ilitokea tawa ndiama karao akakimbia.
Sini yao ndio nasema.
Wow.
And then there was also like the two girls who have also gone viral.
Sukocha unishika.
Niuwe basi.
Uko nyumbani wewe ni mzazi unaona mtoto wako social media anaambia polisi niuwe. Wewe. Akuja nikuue basi siwe ni wangu kuja nikuue.
And you can tell the police love this shit. That policeman was laughing. Uliona kicheka kijaribu kwa kayo jeunyo kwa kucheule dem. If it was not the cameras I saw, what would have they done with those guys? Because you can even find that the same people raping these people. Because if it were not cameras, it yakushikwa macho.
Na wanyama. Wanyama.
Watu waliwatoa aje kwa nyama by the way?
Hiyo kitu kwa nini light aje?
No, ninashangaa, but they're always so light. They're not heavy. Jadi mimi natengenezwa nazo ni light. They're not heavy. And then also niulize zile flowers za tao venye ni mzito. Somebody carried them wakaziacha katikati ya barabara.
Nakwambia national unity is key.
Unity is key. It was just super crazy yesterday. The mzee guy who turned up. I know. People also partied. People had lunch breaks.
Au kuona wenye walianza kucheza na taya.
Niliona wataya, nimeona wa ball.
Watu wanacheza ball. Ati uko tuko hapa judiciary tunacheza ball hapa.
I know.
Come.
It was crazy. It was actually really super crazy yesterday. There was also Larry Mado who actually saved some people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By the I misi wa kwanza ama wa pili or even the 1,000% to say this. Man, props to Larry. Larry Mado is a freaking warrior.
I know, right?
Okay. That man, amekula tear gas. I'm no affect anymore.
I know. He's used to it.
And shout out to journalists. Shout out to media. You operate in a very chaotic, very high pressure situation, and you hold your nerve even when you're taken off air. You keep going. Shout out to the ones that were in the streets, probably got injured. Unanuka tear gas for 3 days, but it's all right.
I know.
Like Laima Dowo was reporting in the middle of tear gas.
Literally.
Kama macho ziko tu zinaangalia as in he's not, everybody around
I know.
is done. Larry's just talking.
I feel like he's a reporter on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to like places zenye ziko na war report to.
Yeah.
Mpaka ako used to it. Ako like just another day. And he demanded, because a lot of people are saying alikataza, I think his plane was like, his flight like late or whatever, and he had to force them to actually get him a new flight. And he had to come all the way. Ako like, I have to report to my country. Hata mniue aje, lazima nikuwe hapo. You know, and him just being able, I feel like what wanamjua already. I don't think the like only the crazy one shouldn't identify him, but just his face there, walikuwa najua if they mess them up, they might be on TV.
Larry's on CNN.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They might be on TV. Because the
way,
guys were like, Larry kituacha hapo anaenda kutu.
Wanatumada.
Literally.
And they would have.
Yeah, they would have.
Why do we have bodies in OTC if they weren't doing it? And by the way,
Exactly.
listen, props to Larry Mado, by the way. He's such a shining beacon of what
Yeah.
can be.
Kamlesh, this is the woman, if you haven't seen this picture.
God damn!
Yeah.
Hey!
And she's
Aliruka yo wire.
And she's a pen. Nimepata huko TikTok saying, guys, ni mimi.
Tumie handle yake.
I don't know if I've actually saved the
Tutarukana
video.
mi na yeye.
It was just crazy off at the yesterday.
Kikulacho
Yeah.
akipost.
Also, Githurai was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Githu was crazy. There was a guy also that was shot. Was it at Karatina? You guys saw him. And the gym. Literally, he was working out at 4:30. Amesema yeye
Unaenda maandamano. Unaenda tizi ni maandamano. Wewe
Imagine.
sisi tunapiga maandamano.
Oh my God,
Wewe
it's
unaenda
so sad.
ati yo tizi
Really,
ati
alisema
kuja
yeye
wasichana
atakienda
yetu.
kuwa involved, he's being peaceful and stuff. This is what I'm telling you.
Be
It is
involved.
your day. Itakuwa tu siku yako.
Walai.
Hata
Be
ufanye
involved.
sasa wenye
Hata
ulishtua
uwepe
kwa
aje.
balcony.
Hata uwepe aje.
Hata uwepe aje itakupata.
See, they also
Imagine.
shot a from
A
boy.
4 boy, and I've seen his picture. Hata hakuwa na chochote kwa mkono. There was also one that was shot. Was it in Molo? He was also like a very young boy. Sijui alikuwa 24. It's sad. It's just saddening. I've also seen like two.
So by the numbers in the morning we had lost 11.
11. And right
So-
now there are like a lot wenye wamepatikana huko
Yeah.
hivyo OTC. Na pia niliona kwengine allegedly Wanjiku
61 arrested, so we expect 61 people
Yeah.
out. Not 50, not 57, 61.
61. I've also seen somewhere walikuwa wanasema, I think it's at Wanjiku's stories, alikuwa anasema bodies are actually being dumped. Wanasema iti almost 200 bodies. So I don't know if it is true. Wanasema allegedly. So I don't know if it is true. This person nadampiwa wapi, si OTC. Some other place, maybe I'll get it on a stories akiwa nauliza. Sijui kama ni Kirinyaga, sijui ni wapi. Walikuwa wanasema allegedly mniconfirmie kama hii story ni ukweli. You know, people send her updates and she posts them on her status. So mtu alikuwa na claim like almost 200. So I don't know if that is true or not. So yeah, that is what was happening yesterday in the 254. I think amezitoa zimesha expire because hizi ni za 2 hours ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so just to find out, Murkomen ameonekana huko hivyo at OTC.
No, but let's talk about the media blackout. What's your opinion on it?
We're the media.
Yeah, no.
People are the media.
Yeah, no, but
So this guy, let me tell you the funny thing. When I was going home, I found our say wamekaa kwa group wakionyeshana ma videos of what was going on today. So you wanna tell me mimi ndakaa hapa nikingoja umefunga TV, you think information is not gonna come to me, especially in the 21st century. Kamlesh, you think information is not gonna spread of what is happening on the internet, so you're gonna stop the propaganda. What was the reason of him shutting down the TV? To stop the propaganda that people are going to town. People are going to town.
Maybe
No,
when
it's,
you're on India, international people watching.
Exactly,
also.
that's one.
But it's crazy because also the international people work on social media.
no, the question is, does the communications authority take orders from the presidency? or does it respect the constitution?
That is what I was to ask too. Why?
Um,
Why is the why is it
Who-
taking?
who's-
It's not. I
What
don't think
it's-
it's
what-
really taking from the government.
Isn't its highest mandate the constitution that
Yeah.
actually creates it, right?
Exactly.
Because it's a constitutional body that has to exist.
Yeah. What's the
should-
CAA? It's the CAA that ordered
The
it,
Communications Authority.
right? Exactly.
Yeah. So shouldn't its highest mandate be its articles in the constitution
It is, but
to uphold those? So why do we have a body that is meant to hold up the constitution and be a pillar of the fourth estate acting on behalf of government?
I feel like personally, Kamlesh, I feel like media is a very strong channel,
Of course.
literally, and it can either destroy or build.
Of course.
You see, so at a certain point, if you see like my thought about it, naona kama CA that was created, definitely ilicreatiwa for the purpose, or ilicreatiwa the board itself na people in the government, because why would they take if they are not
Orders.
orders from the
Directives.
government, because here CA ndio inapeana authority to the medias, right? But the medias report to the CA. That's why they were like, okay, we can go to court and challenge this and that before
Yeah.
wakuje wazifunge direct.
There's
So meaning
a
hii board,
procedure.
exactly, meaning hii board imeformiwa Kamlesh, ama wenye wamepewa job kwa hii board yenyewe wamepewa to favor the government. Kama wamepewa hizi job na watu wa gava, ama ni government itself.
I get it. Nikwambie kitu.
Yeah.
You know, in the previous regime, Karinyamu alikuwa kwa board ya Nairobi Water. Karinyamu alikuwa kwa board ya Nairobi Water.
And then in the next government she's a senator. So I feel like hizi board zinaformiwa na watu wa gava.
Si hata
Ama
nilipatia
hizi board ni
seat.
government, literally. So when anything goes wrong, and they've actually secured it, when anything goes wrong, anaweza sema si kuna mtu wangu hapo, acha ende afunge ama peane order. So it's easier for them to operate like that. And that's why unapata ni rahisi sana that would have happened, or that happened yesterday. Because according to the constitution, it's not allowed. And I think that they could definitely take the CA to court if they want to.
No, they've already done
They've
it.
already done it.
Yes, they've already done it. Everything is already filed. But here's the question: how dumb are you really to switch off free-to-air TV? Yet a whole country
They
still streams.
ABC. No, they sit in TV and Standard. Yeah.
I think
NTV and KTN.
Media Max as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Media Max. Unajua Media Max ni the previous ruler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Media Max was off as well, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What I know is
KTN and NTV were shut.
and all their affiliates.
Exactly, all of them.
Okay,
The
like
Dio-
Standard Media and Nation Media were offline, off their waves yesterday.
Literally, nafungua hivi ni blackout.
They were only streaming. And here's the question: how dumb are you? Like they're still streaming, so like they're still giving news. They can call their correspondents on the ground
I know.
and get news. Like news didn't slow down one bit.
Because I was following Nation FM na walikuwa naandika mtutumie kwa hii number.
Yeah.
Walikuwa
Send
they were
us
like,
news.
Send us news through this number. They
Yes,
think
we
we'll
will-
still post them.
Yes.
We will still do what we gotta do.
So social media is active. YouTube is active.
Yeah.
And you're wondering
And
why
then they
your
actually
media
tried
blackout
to-
is not
They
effective.
actually
like
tried to close
I
also
feel like the
Telegram.
media is understanding, because mainstream media has been collapsing because of not sharing the truth. That's why you find most of the people rather go listen to podcasts or other streaming platforms that are telling the truth than watch the mainstream media, because they're not telling facts. So I feel like what they're understanding right now, is again siri ni numbers. Like siri imekwanga numbers for the longest time. We've always had competition of media houses. Ungepata Citizen ina compete na KTN.
Yeah.
You could hear those one. Like literally there's a time people were like, me I watch this,
Like
I watch this.
Citizen like
you know? Me I watch this, me I watch this, you know. But right now you find that actually those numbers mostly are going down because kuna programs zinaenda, watu wana act, wana post vitu kwa Instagram, TikTok, you know, YouTube. People are on more episodes on YouTube channels.
People are streaming live on YouTube from the maandamano katikati.
Tatuambia with these numbers we can literally be able to make them come to our platform when this is actually the time when the numbers can showcase how our platform is doing good. Unataka kutuambia tuzime, unatuambia kama nani. So I feel like the understanding also, like for us, if we don't obey the numbers, we're gonna lose the numbers.
Exactly.
And these people have already started questioning the media. Ninyi hamtuambiangi ukweli, sio tuna record ukweli. So it's a high time you start getting into your head. You lose the numbers too, your business is shut down.
Because the consumer is actually questioning. And once the consumer starts questioning,
they find alternatives.
Yeah, so it becomes a really huge problem for mainstream media. But shout out to them for standing like Standard.
I didn't expect that.
I know, walitoa a whole notice immediately after 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
They're not actually stopping to do that till they had to come to there. And I'm like, this is just so dumb.
So they went to Limuru and cut. They hard cut the streams like from the antennas in Limuru.
Crazy.
So and this is where
it's the fear. Don't you see the fear, guys?
I see it, but
the fear of media, how
you can also see incompetence in ability to staff well. And this is where you need to hire well when you hire people. Ruto's entire cabinet, his entire advisory body is dumb. Okay, like the fact that you have Moses Kuria as an advisor,
I swear,
shouts a lot about your advisors.
And you went ahead and said 2027. This is why I was asking you guys.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
hakuna election.
No, unachiki.
Alisema 2027 hakuna election. Sisi watu wa Mount Kenya tushapitia. So I was thinking, those who have shops in Koja, are they only Kikuyus or Mount Kenya people? Those who have shops in Rongai, those who have shops everywhere that were vandalized, does it come back to, and then you are telling me this was not anything to do with, I feel like this government really thrives on tribalistic.
That's their agenda.
Divide and conquer.
That's what they are headed.
And that's why Ruto was so disparate in Kilifi saying that, you know, I'm trying to bring people together by working with people like Raila. So
like
if you
Baba.
call like Baba, so if you say Baba, people are not on the streets because of Baba. If you could have seen what was happening yesterday,
Baba is very relevant.
Baba is, if really, let's say if really Baba had it, Coastarians, or rather coastal region is headed by ODM, right? Why were they on the streets then? If he really has it.
Baba is irrelevant.
Exactly.
Baba is for politics.
No one is even listening to him
Exactly.
We shall keep you in the history books where you belong.
Literally.
Let us get this future right. Okay? And you have to start questioning the ability of certain individuals to govern this country when you can't think your way out of a crisis. Like you can't strategically think your way out of a crisis. You panic and you go switch off media.
That's what I'm telling you, the fear.
No, like
Hata
listen.
tukimbie Limuru tuwafungie. Si wamekataa.
That is
like
panic.
mmekaa tu mkasema. Exactly.
That tells me whoever is around him is uneducated, is misinformed, and is slow.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Because before hata ikitu ikuwe maandamano, if I was Ruto, mimi hata ningewahi andamana, I would have done this. I would have given you all the day off. I would have gazetted it. Okay? Today we commemorate the memories of the 60 people. Then I'd have gone to Uhuru Park and done a whole whatever and renamed 60 streets in the city after those people. Okay? And then that day, so no longer come a Labor Day, you commemorate it like with the nation. Like become part of it. Stop excluding yourself.
Out by the BS.
No, it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about media. How you
But still
handle
out by the BS.
and how you
If I can go deeper and understand you
Because that's what the media is
politically,
gonna air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as well, when hakuna makarao wa kufight kwa ground, mtafanya?
na bado
I-
napitisha finance bill.
Oh yeah, na si nipitisha leo. Asubuhi mapema ndio best.
simlipiga kelele
Yeah,
napitisha leo.
Either way itapita.
Tuonyeshe kiburi.
Either way itapita. But now you handle this with decorum.
I know.
Sawa.
Pia ringine imeenda shule.
Shule mba.
I know. Literally.
You do that. You have police huko hivyo hadi wanapiga zile salute zao, wana salute the citizens.
I know,
You
unatenga hadi pesa.
Unatenga kabisa.
Ya kuweka hapo.
Unachiki that day hadi una get majina za businesses that were affected, families, you give them like OBS, whatever, titles and una get yani like unacheza PR, unasafisha jina. Cause it happened.
Yeah.
You don't need a repeat. Sawa. Unaambia polisi hata ukikuja kwa streets hata usivae gear, vaa kawaida. Na hata nisione mtu ako na gun kwa streets. Kujeni kawaida. Hata kama unakuanga AP usivae hizo colors zenu za combat.
Demonstrate pia nyinyi.
Nyinyi si mnakuja huko hivyo kwa
Kulinda prezo.
kulinda president na kama mko kwa street watu bado wanaandamana. Hata mpigani na nyinyi mmesimama. Did you see how they did in South Africa?
Yeah.
In South
And
Africa
even in Mombasa, the way they did it.
walisimama tu wakaangalia watu wakiprotest, did nothing, watu wakamaliza protest zao wakaenda mtaa. So like I won't engage you because if I'm not there's no fight. If you hit me and I don't hit back, there's never a fight.
Exactly.
It was just an assault now. Sasa tungekuwa tunasema huyu kijana alipiga polisi, mwenye yako anataka nini, huyu kijana sasa ameshikwa. There's a very big difference to how you're handling this situation.
Yeah.
And the people are inept. The people around this man are inept. They can't think their way out of any crisis.
Vita.
No, any sort of crisis they fold and they do the least that is dumb. Sawa, like ile sawa. Unashtuka unagonga glasi na anguka inavunjika, uko like imevunjika, sasa nitakunywa maji na nini? And it's like come on, like it was such an easy task.
Exactly.
Kama huwezi tokea wewe mwenyewe.
I think it's the ego ya. Ni hiyo ego ako nayo. I want to prove to you. Mnasema, unajua the way he also talks, you can tell the type of person he is, Kamlesh. Ako like mimi ni nani mnanijua kweli.
Yes.
Let me show you who I am.
Listen.
So you will come with that perspective of I am this person.
I am
and
me.
I'm not exactly.
Now,
and you
you
guys
see-
can't intimidate me regardless.
You see, good politicians rarely make good leaders. He's an amazing politician, by the way. Props to him. So amazing politician. But this is what you do when you're an amazing politician and you attain power. You understand your limitations. And the people you surround yourself with, sir, should actually be strengthening your weak points. Sir, like if I am weak at creating policy, I will get a very good group of cabinet secretaries that can actually come up with departmental policies for each whatever's that we can implement on a nationwide scale. Unacheki PS wangu minimum experience ni hii na amesoma to this extent, like educated whatever in their fields, people that can actually do what you said for the people. Do you have cases za kuiba? Yes. But kazi kwa ground inaendelea? Yes. So hata ukikuja tuandamane, mnaandamana on better roads kuliko last year. Sawa. As in, do the work. Do the work. Hata kama unaiba na unatuua. Hawafanyi kazi, wanatuua, wanaongea mafi. Everything is just wrong about this government. Just wrong. It's like we elected a group of dumbasses to do some dumbass shit.
Literally.
So, like, because mimi sioni pale hivyo, if at this moment in time we can name me a competent person in government or the UDA party that has ever spoken sense. One,
Karinyama.
Hiyo ni nonsense umeongea.
Unasema nonsense.
Hiyo ni nonsense too. That one, my profession can't utter 2 sentences that make sense. Hiyo si kazi yake. She doesn't understand making sense. What she says what she's told to say by the party. Like hakuna, and it is alarming. Mimi naweza kumbuka a cabinet secretary, back then they were called ministers, that actually their policies are still in effect today. Mtu kama Michuki, sawa, kuleta hiyo yellow line, kuleta seat belts kwa gari,
the yellow buses.
yes,
Yeah.
kusema basi za shule
Mutula,
zote
was it
zikuwe
Mutula
yellow.
Kilonzo?
Yes,
Yeah.
you get, like when you bring policies.
Yeah, see, if you're a good one, you
Witness of.
exactly.
It was a
My
witness
dress,
of.
my choice also. Exactly.
Like wana get yani.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the thing is, very little things need to happen for us to get this country right. We don't even need wache kukua ways. We can actually
Work with you.
make it with that level of theft.
I know.
Hiyo tu yenye iko mnaweza endelea. Lakini do something for the people.
I agree.
Give us some good CSs. So, see, when you nominate a senator, isikwe Karen Nyama.
Na
When-
Moses Kuria.
Moses Kuria.
No.
When you get advisors, actually flex on how educated Kenyans are.
Intellectuals.
Yeah, like
The hell?
toa mtu from some whatever huko hivyo company he's building in Switzerland, balling out over there, anaitwa Njogona. Sawa, kuja mwambie Buddha, I have seen how good you are with this and this. Can you help us as the Kenyan government? Uone kama ataka. There is some point in pride, and you see it with Americans.
Yeah.
Americans are so proud to like do stuff for their country. You know, they've even been at war and dying for their country since the Second World War. Why can't we create the same system here, where like unachiki msi ana brag, I am head of whatever, because hiyo kitu inafanya kazi. Which government official can come here and say that I am proud to say that?
Wamesomaga nje ma university kubwa zenye hatujui.
Sisi hatujali hizo za nje.
Hatujui.
We,
Fake papers.
hey,
Ukiona
Hiyo
mtu
yake
amefanya
ni
ile
team.
nakwambia ile intellectuals kweli kazi anadu. No.
chani
These
kwambie.
papers were even questioned.
I know from the
team.
word go.
Team University. Ushaisikia kitu inaitwa Team University?
Sini Technical University of
Madwans.
Madu.
Listen.
Wind up Kamlesh.
Yo, wait, usiwa, ati Sakaja. Sakaja is like the poster child of incompetence.
Literally.
So,
Yeah.
ah,
Notch.
no, but it's true though. It's true though.
Yeah.
Like, what, unasema lazima iwak. Nini? Lazima Nairobi iwak. Aje.
Oh.
The only thing,
Dimple.
nipples lazima ziwak. Lazima sura iwak.
Smile.
No, like, actually, nina shuku sahi Sakaja na Mosiria wakasimama for that seat.
Yeah.
Sakaja is losing.
He's losing for real. Sakaja Rudi, he's one term.
Like
One time.
that tells you everything about Sakaja. Mosiria mwenye hata hatupendi by the way.
Hey,
Won't say by
one
the way.
term. Kila mahali.
He's too Miss John amkisia kona kierere hivyo.
Wako nayo.
Lakini si kila saa kwa kamera.
PR, inaitwa PR.
Ukiiba dustbin na kutafuta personal.
Inaitwa PR.
Ati
Hiyo
huyo
ingine imeenda
huyo
shule
huyo
kwanza.
kijana alikuwa
Mosiri
anasafisha
ni
road.
mjatu.
Ai. Usigani mtu wa smoky.
Mosiri ni mjatu. Akishiba vizuri, akitambia zitokea. Oh, anakuwa reluctant mbaya.
Akipewa zake atanyamaza.
Hata Sakaja.
Usiweze kuwa na shape, usiweze
but-
kuwa na
acha nikwambie.
nyama.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be a Nairobi governor and actually succeed. I feel like
Wote wanakwanga one term.
No,
Wanakwanga wametolewa tu katikati.
Eh,
What is
unajua kwa
really,
nini?
it's a curse.
no, it's
For
not
people
a curse.
fighting for that seat.
No,
Oh.
it's so much money moves in this city that the top seat wants to have a say.
Exactly.
And the only way you can be
Maintain.
governor of Nairobi is if you're a
disciplined.
yes man.
Yeah, exactly.
If you just do what you're told. So
Right,
you can never
right.
really do anything
But-
as a governor of
But mbona
Nairobi.
wanakwanga wametolewa katika, think about it.
Sababu-
Sonko, think about Kidero,
Unajua kwa nini? At some point they think they're their own person.
and then you get to a point where you're
Unaambiwa
like,
kumbe wewe you're not your
Yani
own person, my
houseboy.
guy. Wewe nilikuweka hapo. Hebu toka.
Kama Sonko.
na Kidero wote consecutively wamekuwa wakitolewa nusu
Yeah.
ya nini yao.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and that's where Sakaja is going. But anyway, guys, what are your closing remarks?
Well, see you guys tonight on the Africa Today show. Be careful out there. Don't provoke the police, by the way.
Yeah.
Avoid doing that in any sort of way. Kuna machizi tu huku. There's just kuna watu tu wameachili. They're just always ready, and they know the system protects them. So don't provoke the cops. Just mind your business if possible. Let the mad people continue walking mad. Those are the cops, you know, they're very mad. So acha endelee na
Mind your business.
endelea tuna shughuli zako, man. Life yako is more important. You have a lot to live for. So if you can preserve your life. If kama unataka kudedi acha mzazi aone kwa screen first. Tukae tukiwa ready.
My closing remarks are the fire of patriotism burns in all of us, and it shouldn't be diminished. It should burn brighter. It should burn hotter. It is our country. We are the country. The country is the people, and we are the people.
Agreed.
So do not be dismayed by slander, propaganda, or anything that tarnishes our fight for proper governance and justice and end to police brutality. Those are our rights enshrined in our constitution. So viva.
My closing remarks is stay safe, guys, and of course we are the liberators of our country. If we are dead, who is gonna liberate us? We need each other. So stay safe. Till next time, have a beautiful morning, afternoon. For those who are going to watch this later, kindly drop a comment. Let us know your perspectives about the conversations we had this afternoon. Much love and take care of yourself.